So welcome everybody, and welcome to all of our people that are on Zoom as well. Good to see you all. Just wanting to start off with a welcome to country. So for the people here at the Tatura Community House, we're located on the lands of the Yorta Yorta people, and we acknowledge them as traditional owners. We also pay our respects to the elders past and present, and the Aboriginal elders of other communities. So I'll just, sorry, I should introduce myself. I'm Jen Pagans. I'm the chairperson of the Committee of Management for the Community House. So I'll call for any apologies. Have we had any apologies?
Sue Morton.
Sue Morton.
Phil Brumley.
And Phil Brumley, thank you.
And Eva Lake.
Yep, sorry about that.
Excellent, thank you very much. All right, we'll keep moving through, and I'll just do my president's report, and then I'll hand over to Ross, who's going to facilitate the rest of the meeting for us. So what a journey the past 12 months has been. In some ways, it only seems a few months ago that I was writing my first president's report, but in other ways, it's been a long 12 months. With COVID-19 continuing to impact how we operate the Tatura Community House and the Cubby, I would like to sincerely thank all the staff and volunteers for their commitment to keeping the house and the Cubby operating in these very testing times. It is encouraging on reflection of the year that our strategic plan goals are still very applicable, regardless of the ongoing pandemic. The goals being to deliver quality programs in education, increase partnerships, build a sustainable organisation, and provide opportunities that encourage and empower our community. While some of the courses and activities have had to be cancelled, there have been other initiatives, projects and work completed that clearly align to these goals. Reflecting back on the year, we have achieved so much, from completing the community quilt, helping hand delivering trees to all the houses in Tatura, Father's Day boxes, reverse advent calendar boxes, men's mental health fishing trip, the women's breakfast, chop and chat, and the food relief grant, just to mention a few. The impact of these initiatives and projects throughout the community is evident, with some excellent feedback having been received. On a sad note, long-standing Committee of Management member Chris Court passed away in January. Chris was a tremendous support to the house and was always willing to lend a hand, and nothing was ever too onerous. Chris is dearly missed. Finally, thank you to the members of the Committee of Management. Your support and direction provide the house and Cubby with a positive way forward. I would like to acknowledge the resignation of Gaynor Lee from the Committee of Management and thank her for her input to the house, and we wish you well. I look forward to being involved with the Community House in the next 12 months, hoping that it will be a better year for everybody. All right, I'll hand over to Ross. So Leanne, it's manager's report next, but yes, I'll hand over to Ross and he can work us through the rest of the agenda. Thank you very much. Yes, yeah, just in case people need to.
Thanks, Jen. Thank you for asking me to chair the AGM again. I did it last year, sort of a bit of an honour. I was just thinking today that I've been doing things with one of my groups, Transition Sure, in the Community House for over 12 years now. So I'm seeing a lot of changes, and it always goes from better to better, strength to strength. So it's really great to see. So I'm sort of happy to be here. So the next report is from the manager, Leanne Bullard. Sort of, if you'd like to take over, thank you.
Hello, everyone. In my first AGM report as manager of Tatura Community House, I ended with this quote: sometimes the most ordinary things can be made extraordinary simply by doing them with the right people. I've had the honour of working with a great many people over this last year who have made the impossible possible, meeting the challenges of the new COVID world and with creativity and a can-do attitude. The right people have been our committee of management, our volunteers, our tutors, staff, various stakeholders and suppliers, as well as our wonderful community. Thank you to the Committee of Management who not only effectively govern TCH, but give hands-on support and leadership to many of our programs and activities. Their oversight style allows me a level of autonomy that supports new ideas and independent decision-making. Primarily, the Community House is a professional community development agency. Our role is to support and empower our community, create our opportunities that enrich the lives of individuals and better connect them to our local Tatura community. During trying times, the team has delivered some amazing programs and activities. Our Helping Hand Your Community Cares initiative has been the 2020-2021 jewel in the crown. A small idea to deliver a goodwill message during the COVID-19 lockdown in an envelope with a tea bag and a coffee sachet snowballed into a movement to embrace and support each other. In the 12 months, many people have contributed to making and giving away hundreds of masks, delivering an Indigenous plant to every Tatura home, and putting together a beautiful community quilt, and contributing to our YouTube channel and providing Christmas hampers to over 90 families. The Helping Hand now extends to making meals and providing food relief to families in need and in lockdown. Another key element of this year has been sustainability and the environment. Thanks to people like Ross down the back, Transition Tatura Meet here, and Zero Carbon Tatura, we're actively involved in this movement within our town. The new harvest table, which sits in the foyer, has been a runaway success where people can drop off and take excess produce, reducing food waste in our town. People have also donated excess produce to our Chop and Chat group, which has been making beautiful jams, sauces, preserves and dried goods that are shared and are available for sale at the community house. TCH is also a part of Zero Carbon Tatura, actioning ways to help the community with adapting to climate change. A grant from DELP supported the production of the Adapting to Climate Change videos, which showcase local adaptation activities. Despite COVID, the community house has delivered some wonderful events and programs, including, as Jem mentioned, the Women's Breakfast, which seems so long ago now, but was only at the start of the year. Tom's men's fishing activities, which happened on the Goulburn last year. Jobs and Skills Morning, where we're partnering with TAFE to bring some opportunities to Tatura. We've got local, learn local adult education, exercises, children's tutoring, social groups, first aid, amongst others. I'm very proud of the Cubby Occasional Care Service, where staff continue to develop their professional practices as we transition to the national framework. The service is enthusiastically led by Tara, supported by Janine and Karen, and also volunteer Heather. The children absolutely love attending the personalised and fun program. Thank you to the families, community members, and especially the educators who contribute to making the service what it is today. And just to that, we had some beautiful feedback today from a lady who's the guardian of a child who's enrolled the child in at the Cubby, and she couldn't be more grateful for the support and friendliness of the staff in getting that enrolment through. And I think that's where we differ from other big enterprises, is that personal approach. A really heartfelt thanks must go to the incredible band of volunteers and staff. And volunteers, I think we've got about 50 on our books, and the staff who really do utilise their talents and deliver the best customer service in the world. Finally, thank you to my staff, Tom and Nadine, who keep the ship afloat. They work hard to facilitate the programs and activities when not in lockdown to over 300 people that visit the community house each week. Let's hope these next 12 months bring some stability. Whatever happens, all of us here at the Tatura Community House are committed to supporting and caring for our community. Thanks.
Okay, right. Thanks, Leanne. Good report, very succinct. Excellent. Now the next report will be the Cubby report from Tara Byrne, the Occasional Care Coordinator. So thank you.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Tara. I run the Cubby House. Well, what a mixed up year it's been for the last 12 months, but we're happy to say that we're going strong. The attendance numbers have been all over the place this year due to lockdowns and uncertainty. The lowest we have had is 2 children, but the highest we have had is 14 children. The staff have been very busy cleaning every day and making sure toys and the environment is safe for everyone. Parents now drop their children off at the door as they say goodbye. We are still operating on Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday, 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. These days and times suited the parents when the survey was carried out at the end of 2020, ready for 2021. Some parents did indicate that they would like longer hours, so that is something we are discussing with Leanne. These crazy times, it has become more apparent how well we work as a team. We are there to support each other and step into each other's role when needed. I would like to say thank you to Karen and Janine for all their hard work and support. For a fundraiser in 2021, we have been working on a cookbook that all families can contribute to. We will be selling them at the end of the year to families and to the community. Even with COVID, we opened in the June school holidays and had a great turnout with 10 or more children each day. I think we were actually full every day. We planned different activities like cooking and dress up days and movie days and special things. There was lots of fun for everyone. I would like to say thank you to Leanne for all her hard work in the last 12 months. She keeps us on track and is always there if we need her. So we look forward to whatever pops up in the next 12 months. Stay safe, everyone. Tara, Janine and Karen. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Tara. I don't think my kids ever got the chance to go to the Cubby, sort of.
They missed out.
They did miss out, didn't they? So yeah, sounds like they certainly did. Okay, so there's probably the sort of the exciting part of the night tonight is the Treasurer's report, Sally Sherman. So I'd invite the Treasurer to come up and give her report. Thank you.
Okay, 2021, as everybody knows, was a very interesting year. Despite a lot of our normal programs and fundraising events being severely impacted by restrictions or closures due to COVID-19, the community house has actually returned a substantial surplus. This was solely due to the business support provided by the federal and state governments. The federal government came by way of subsidising our PAYG and our BAS obligations, as well as subsidising wages through JobKeeper. And the state government has given direct cash support. Without this support, the community house would have been in debt by about 25 grand. JobKeeper gave us the confidence to retain all our staff in the early part of 2021. And as we continue to deal with restrictions and closures, our strong financial position that we're in will allow us to keep everybody employed moving forward. Our wonderful staff are constantly thinking outside the square to come up with ways to connect and support our community during these difficult times. The staff, along with a committed group of volunteers, have done an amazing job, and some initiatives look like continuing well into the future, supporting our most vulnerable members of the community. Staff are constantly on the hunt for grants to help with the costs of these initiatives, but having the surplus that we have to fall back on allows us now to provide a more reliable continuity of our programs. We looked at a budget for 21-22 financial year, and it was rather challenging to do. At the point of writing this, COVID-19 was still an issue and we were in lockdown. In the end, we modelled the budget on the 2021 financial year with minimal income coming in from in-house activities. So there was no business support from government included. and nor did we include any grants that may be available to help offset some expenses. Subsequently, the budget that we looked at was the worst case scenario. And the surplus of the 2021 financial year is what will enable us to continue to respond to our community needs during these trying times.
Excellent. Well, on the agenda here, it's got AGM general business. Is there any general business to attend to? Anybody from the on the big screen? No. AGM general business is usually a very short and sweet affair. So can we put that to rest?
Yes.
All good. Excellent. Now you've all read the minutes from 2021 AGM. 2020 AGM. I'm ahead of myself. So yes, see a few nods and half nods. Now, do we all does anybody have any queries about the minutes from 2020 AGM? Any comments, objections? Shall I confirm that they're correct then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do we need to? Okay. Yeah. Jen's going to sort of true and correct, and I think Leanne seconded that. Sort of awesome. Tom. Who's under the mask? Okay. Yes, thank you. All right. Is there any business arising from the minutes of 2020 AGM? No. Cool. That's good. This is streaming along. This is great. Excellent. Is there any correspondence addressed to this year's AGM? No. Beautiful. That's good. Well, I think that comes to the election of the office bearers. So I suppose I'd sort of now declare that all positions are vacant. So it's possibly time for a new committee of management. So do we have any elections president? Or sorry, any nominations? Oh, they're here. Nominations for president?
Yes, that's that pile there.
Or chairperson, sorry, chairperson.
Yeah.
We've got one nomination for chairperson, that's Jennifer Pagan, nominated by Bev Roberts and seconded by Sally Sherman. Are there any others in this file? No. Are there any from the floor or any from Zoom? Anybody on Zoom? No? Okay, good. Well, it looks like Jen's elected unopposed. Well done, Jen. Congratulations. Oh, fantastic. Okay, vice president. Let's see. Could have had these in order.
I suppose. Oh, is there a vice president?
We might have done it.
Oh, vice president?
That'd be.
Would you like a job, Ross?
Thanks, Jen, but no.
Iris, you want to be vice president?
Okay, it looks like sort of Iris nominated by. Oh, you let her.
That there'll be just as a normal committee member there. So
Oh, okay, right. Ah, here we are. Good. Okay, so vice president Iris Oates, nominated by Jenny Stammers and seconded by Jen Pagan. And any all in favour? No, unopposed. Well done. Very good. Thank you. And the public officer minutes secretary. Oh, there we are. Okay, so the nomination, Susan Morton, nominated by Bev Roberts, seconded by Sally Sherman. Are there any other nominations for secretary? Oh, well, elected unopposed. Woohoo! Good, awesome. Treasurer. Treasurer. Okay, so a nomination of Sally Sherman.
Got her handcuffs on.
Nominated by Bev Roberts, seconded by Jen Pagan. Anybody else want to take on possibly one of the harder roles? So no. Okay, on the screen, on the big screen. No, okay, right. Well, looks like Sally's elected unopposed. Well done. Okay, and committee members. So we've got 2 nominations for committee members. We've got Bev Roberts, nominated by Sally Sherman and seconded by Jen Pagan. And Jenny Stammers, nominated by Iris Oakes, seconded by Jen Pagan. Are there any other nominations for committee members? No. Well, it looks like you wonderful ladies are elected as committee members. Well done. Well done. That's good. Okay. Well, I think that's sort of a good job for everybody. I think that's probably the end of what I've got on the minutes here. There's something about
Appointment of the auditor.
yeah, is
So
that
Sally? Yeah.
Sally? Okay. Well, I'll leave Sally and Jen to do whatever they have to do now.
Do you want to come up with that?
Oh, no, just that we need to, I would like to request some information from the audit service for use again.
Can explain.
Okay, and all was that seconders? Jen, yep. And in favour, all in favour? Anybody opposed? I'm really going bold, aren't I? Okay, anyhow. All right, well, wonderful. We'll sort of stick with those guys, and I think that's it. Is that right?
Thank
Yes.
you, Ross.
Okay, awesome. Meeting closed at whatever the time is, Tom.
Just 7:25. So thank you very much, Ross, for coming in and sharing the meeting for us. That's been great. But I do just have a little gift for Leanne, just in appreciation for the last 12 months' work. Like I know it's been such a hard year, and every time you turn around, all the restrictions change, and you're back to square one or 5 steps backward from square one. So just yeah, thank you very much for keeping the ship afloat. Going in the right direction. So I'll just get you a little.
Is it a trip to Western Australia?
No.
2023.
It was, but we can't give it to you. 'cause you
Just
can't
know it's
go.
never
Yeah.
The virtual ticket.
That's really unacceptable. Oh,
Oh, so
that's lovely.
lots of flowers and something to drink.
Go back.
Yes. Oh, can you see them?
Oh.
Can I see them?
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent.
Is that appropriate? Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks very
No
much.
worries at all.
All righty.
All right. Thank you everybody for attending, and yes, see you all next year. Yes, hopefully we have a better year. Yes. Did you want to say anything finally?
Thanks, guys, for coming on Zoom, and hopefully next year's AGM might be a little bit vibrant with a bit more mojo, but thank you. We have lots of people who've been involved in the last 12 months, and particularly the amount of people who've volunteered their help on little one-off occasions and things like that's just amazing. And once again, just to the Committee of Management, and we go around the room. Bev Roberts has done a piece on our helping hand and our masks. Bev's wonderful. And I have to say the whole committee are wonderful cooks, including Iris Oakes, and she's got a new program that she's been leading this last 12 months, Letters and Numbers. So we're actually doing some tutoring support to primary and secondary age children in the library, and hopefully that'll resume soon. And Iris also helps on our Chop and Chat. And Jen Stammers has been amazing as well. She leads the Chop and Chat group, and we're all full up with preserves and yummy cordials. And you've been a really, a great bonus to the community house, Jen and Iris, their first 12 months. And Sally Sherman, who is just, in the office with me quite a lot. And there's lots of things I can do, but something that I can't do is finance, or won't do. And Sally is just an amazing treasurer, and she does all the admin for the cubby, and I think as a team we all work well together, and our relationships with the cubby staff and our staff are just amazing. And Jen, who is the captain of the ship. Thank you to Jen as well, and everyone for the last 12 months work. Oh, Ros.
I don't know, she turned herself off mute.
Oh, Ros, did you want to say something? You're off mute.
No, I'm fine, thanks. No. You've done a fantastic job, that's all. I would have rather been sitting there with you all tonight because I know you always have a great supper too. But it's just been fantastic, yeah. And thanks, Mom, for getting me in so quickly, yeah. So congratulations, everyone. I'm going to actually take some of the notes from your AGM about some of the things you've been doing and put it in my report. So I think it's been fantastic. Some of the social connection and the food security or the food. So I might have a chat with you, Leanne, about that when I'm writing it up.
Okay, no problem.
So well done, everyone. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thanks,
Bye.
Alfred.
Thank you.
And Mignon.